At the moment, a user can register and log in. But after logging in, what shows that a user is indeed logged in. And we can check that one inside our store. At the moment, the user of is null. But let's go ahead and then log in, and I'm gonna log in with my username as this. As you can see, it has taken me to my profile page, and if I check inside the store, we have the action being dispatched. And this is the login user, which means that indeed a user is logged in. But on the UI, nothing shows that indeed a user is logged in. And we can achieve this in a couple of ways. Either we place the login username over here, or have some drop down and then place the user details on the navbar. But the option that we are going to use is that we are going to have two navbars. One navbar is going to be public, which is this, and then the other one is going to be private, meaning only login users can see the private navbar. And that is what we are going to use. So let's go ahead and then implement that. I have already provided the template for the private navbar, which is inside the template here, and this is the private navbar. So let's go ahead and copy that and place it inside the component of the navbar, and here we go. Let's look at the structure for the private navbar. Over here we have mobile and desktop version for the navbar according to Tailwind CSS. And these are the links. We have latest post that point to post component, and greatest ranking, pricing, and then a button to log out, and then notification. We will get there very soon. And this one also represents the login user image or the profile image. And down here we have some links, and this is for the mobile view. We have latest post, and then the greatest ranking, pricing, and others. Don't worry, let's go ahead and display this component for you to see how it's going to work. So let's get into the app.js file or JSX, and this is where we are going to require the private navbar. And the auto import is fine. Make sure to require it or import it from the navbar component, but not the template. So with this one, I'm gonna have the private navbar here as that, and let me inject that. And now let's see, and this is the private navbar. We have the logout button, and then go to dashboard. So here we are going to check in case a user is logged in. Then we are going to hide this and show this one. And if you check in the store, we have the login user, so we can do that. So over here we are going to take the data in the store and then place it in our application to show that indeed a user is logged in. And we are going to do that one inside the app.js file. So over here I will say that get the login user from store, and we are going to use a hook called useSelector as useSelector from React Redux. And this hook is going to help us to take the data from the store and place it in our application or component. So for this one, as a function call, and then pass in one argument, and that is callback function as that. And inside we have access to the state in our store. So this state represents the actual state in our store. So let's go ahead and then return that. Before that, let's log that as log and then the state. And let's check in our console. And let me refresh it. As you can see, this is the data from our store. So we can go ahead and then check if we have a property on the auth property here. And indeed we have one. So let's go ahead and return this particular data. So here, instead of console login, I'm going to return by saying that state dot off, supposed to be off instead, which is this property. And then let's go ahead and then assign to a variable as user off, or we can even destructure the user off here, which is this one. So which is equal to this. So now let's log the user off and let's see. And we have the actual user. Based on this one, we can rely on this one to check if indeed a user is logged in. Over here, we are going to make some condition to check if indeed a user is logged in. So here is going to be as this. And that is, in case we have user off, then it means that the user is logged in. Therefore, bring in the private navbar. Otherwise, let's bring in the public navbar. Now, let me remove these guys from here and let's check the result. As you can see, we have it as that. Now, if I go to home page, and as you can see, we got the public navbar. So why is it so? Simply means that the state in our store is lost. So we need to find a way to persist the data in our store when you move from component to component. Let's fix that in the next video.